Ah, good morning, y'all. It's Timidity. Sometimes you have to let people miss out on you because they're fucking stupid. And you just have to let them. You just have to let them. Now, to start this off nice and hot, I remember like 2 years ago, I was head over heels for Morgan, because mind you, he was the finest man I had known at that point. Like, ooh, big, voluptuous body, muscular, fit, toned, the right amount of thickness, but slim in all the right areas. When I tell you this man looks like a god, oh my fucking god. Heavenly body for real. And his dick. And his eyes. Ooh, heavy on the eyes and the lips, trust me. The only downside is he was evil. And I'm not even kidding. Like, he's evil. Like, someone like him needs to be put down for the sake of the good of the universe, in my opinion. But that's just me talking. But guess what? I remember it was around Valentine's Day, and I remember I forget if I was hinting to him or directly telling him, but I just straight up was like, hey, do you want to be doing stuff for Valentine's Day? Because you keep whining about how it's the most depressing day ever for you because you don't like being single and alone on Valentine's Day. Plus, specifically, Morgan's birthday is February 12th, so it's like, it's literally 3 days of the year where he has an awful time. It's like he has the birthday existentialism depression. And then the awkward, like, middle day between, where it's like you got your ass whooped before and you're gonna get your ass whooped directly the next day. It's emotionally, I mean, an emotional ass whooping. Kind of like that lull you get after like Christmas between New Year's or like after New Year's. So it's kind of funny to just think about like it's like he just gets an extended January where it's just terrible until Valentine's Day passes finally. But then again, no one asked him to be a fucking emotionally abusive, awful cheater person to almost every woman he's been with, so don't feel too bad for him. And I remember but I was stigmatized and also alone, and I was freshly out of a relationship at that point and not really recovering from it. And I was like, "Do you want to spend Valentine's Day with me?" And instead of like being depressed, he was like, "No, no, I don't," or "I'll think about it," which we all knew meant no. Guess what? The day came. I remember I was free that day and I was hella sad because it's like I had options. It was like, okay, I got my shitty ass coworker who I don't have a word that is socially appropriate. I don't want to say the R word. Let's just say like my options were I don't think my ex was an option. I don't recall, but even then it's like, I don't think you should be celebrating Valentine's Day with the dude you broke up with like a single less than 2 months before. Definitely not. Also, I'm pretty sure he was working anyway. I think he would have, but I think that would have been a very bad idea because I didn't like him. Like, he ruined our. Liam, when I dated him, he ruined our relationship with how fucking awful he got in the end, and I still didn't fully forgive him, so that's why I didn't hang out with him. And then I had a coworker. The coworker was extremely mentally deficient, like the type of guy where you could tell him, "Oh, yeah, no, I'm not interested in getting a tattoo myself, but I do appreciate them." And then he will ask you 7 times in a row, "Haha, yeah. So when do you think you'll get a tattoo?" And he was so I want to say the R word. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to be good. But yeah, my coworker was a fucking dumbass. And also, it's like, oh, for Valentine's Day, like your big idea for like, ooh, I have this hot chick at work who I want to ask out for Valentine's Day, and I only get one shot with her because I know she's out of my league, and she's so pretty and cool, and this, and that, and you're just like, I'm gonna take her to this greasy burger joint, far, far away, deep, deep, deep into like a far away city. Why the fuck would you think that would be a like really, nigga? Shit, no, I forgot this. See, I felt bad, but then I'm remembering it. It's like, yeah, if I had a bad bitch I wanted to impress, I would have made reservations at some nice ass place. Fuck do you mean you're trying to like nigga the bird? Oh my god, like your plans for me on Valentine's Day were, ooh, I'm gonna get fucking like, oh my god, the burger spot was the type of place you'd go to when it's like 4 a.m. and you're drunk after the bars close and you need to sober up. Like the shitty ass burgers. You're trying to take a bad bitch there on like, nigga, no, I'm trying to get classy and dressed up. Are you kidding me? Like, who the fuck do you think you are? And I know that's ironic of me to say it because I know I sounded very arrogant a second ago, but I'll just say it. If you saw how my coworker looked and how he it's just like, yeah, no. I just decided I'm gonna stay at home in the fetal position in my bed and cry. And I remember specifically me and Morgan had a complex relationship. And also, in case you're wondering, to me, where's the story going? Don't worry. It's a non-linear one, but if you're following along, simply put, it was Valentine's Day. I was sad in my bed. Time was ticking. And then me and Morgan had a complex relationship in a lot of ways, like a bond. So We he blocked my phone number, so we usually had to reach out to each other through the dumbest means possible, like Etsy messages or like Reddit or whatever. I remember I reached out to him through Etsy because that was our main point of contact. And I messaged him several point like for several hours. He never got back to me. But you know what's funny is that right as I gave up and went, you know what, fuck it, I'm embarrassed enough. It's already like 3:30, and it's gonna get dark soon. And I'm over here sad about this man, and he doesn't give up. He wants to miss out on me. Fine, fuck it. And I just went to bed. You want to know what I woke up to eventually? I woke up very late in the day because it's like the second I stopped is the second he began. And he, like a fucking idiot, did not think, ooh, I should message Tamia off of our Etsy, you know, the main place we've been talking for ages. This idiot decides to reach out to me through a Reddit account that I haven't used for 2 fucking years. And he just was spamming me like, "Hey Tamia, you want to go out for Valentine's Day tonight? You want to fuck? I can take you out to dinner. I can get you flowers. Hey Tamia, respond. Hello. Why are you ignoring me?" And he spammed me like that for several hours until I woke up, and then it was way too late to do anything by the time I woke up. And I just was like, "You're so fucking stupid. Why would you?" You know I don't use that Reddit account. You actually know the main Reddit accounts that I do use. I told you that one was already inactive and or deactivated. And why would you not message me on Etsy? That's been our main point of contact for the longest. Or better yet, how about this, you fucking stupid bitch? How about you? Why not just unblock my phone number and call me? Because you have my phone number and you're the one who blocked me. And Morgan was like, shit, I don't know. Why? Because Morgan's also fucking stupid. Most men are fucking stupid. So he had to miss out. And then you know what? He did a lot of bullshit. A lot of bullshit. But you want to know what happened? Next year, I was with my new nigga Jared. And I remember Morgan was like, "Hi, do you want to meet up for Valentine's Day? Pretty please, please. I don't want to be alone this year. I don't want to be alone." And I said, "No, you fucked up last." And I told him, "Nigga, you fucked up my birthday last year. Like, so bad that I forget that I even had a birthday. You fucked up Valentine's Day, my birthday, that Christmas, and that New Year's. You fucked up Thanksgiving. You ruined like every single major holiday that I could have had that year. 'Cause you are a fucking cunt. I don't like you. Also, I have a new man now. And so guess what? Morgan had to miss out because I was gonna go out with my new little thing. The little chubby fella with the red curls and stuff. And guess what? Did I have a good enough time? I had a good enough time where it felt good to spend Valentine's Day, I suppose, with the new fella. But it did feel a little extra good that it's like, ah, cool. My old nigga is definitely depressed as fuck for 3 days about this. And as he's at home, no bitches, no pussy, no mental stability, no funds, no anything, no life, no future, no goals. I'm out here getting it in all holes in a hotel room with fucking roses and star lilies from a man who seems to very much like me, as well as like jewelry and teddy bears and stuff, and a nice fancy dinner with an exquisitely sexy dress. And I look fantastic and smelled amazing. And yeah, simply put, it felt good to do that. I'm glad Morgan got to miss out. And that's his own fault, because he fucked it all up. Sometimes you have to let people fuck up and miss out on you. Whether a person abandons you or you abandon them, or I wouldn't even say abandon, it's like if you just rightfully leave them alone, well, I guess that is technically the definition of abandonment, so it applies. You know what I mean? Simply put, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to just be like, I'm moving on this way. I guess this pops up because, I've been dealing with the Mitchell situation, and for the longest time I was sad about it, not just because this nigga went out of his way to traumatize me in the exact 2 ways I had been recovering from. Like, it's like, wow, nigga, you attempted sexual assault on me. And then you also love bombed me and abandoned me. My two worst lifelong traumas that I have devastatingly hated, and that somehow you managed to do, even though it was supposed to be like a meaningless, short, like 1 night or 2 night stand fling. Fucking asshole. But then he also managed to simultaneously give me the best week I had the entire year of 2024, which is a combination that one can say is scary, and it was very amusing. I mean, very confusing to dismantle. But then, like I said, it's like that was bad enough. It's already bad enough to be like, I really liked this guy, but then it's not. It's like I thought to myself, I would have loved to have stayed in his life. I would have loved, because then it's like I will see a funny video. And Mitchell doesn't have any social media, and also the way he grew up, he doesn't really have any pop culture knowledge because he grew up in like very rural China. I can't pronounce rural. He grew up in like woodsy fucking areas of China where there ain't shit out there. And so he didn't really, and also I don't think he had that many friends. I don't know. He's a weird fella in a lot of ways, but simply put, he doesn't have any knowledge of any pop culture that's taken place in America since Seinfeld. And that's a very interesting thing for a man to be. It's a high contrast to me. And so sometimes I'd get sad because it's like I'd see a funny video or a cool app or a nice meme and I'd think, ooh, I want to blow his mind and show him that. Oh, wait, I can't because he's long gone. He abandoned me. Right. Or it would be like, ah, shit, I like, or I could be doing well. I could be like, oh, look, this huge block party in my city's going down. Yeah, they always have like amazing food, like, ooh, crab topped, like garlic fries, or gumbo, or Jamaican food, and like funnel cake. Ooh, all this shit is so good. And I'd be thinking, man, I love this. I know who I want to take. Oh, wait, I can't because he abandoned me. Right. And then you just hurt. It aches. It feels fucking terrible. You just want to cry. Because not only do you have to like abandon the hope and joy and affections you had for the person, but you also have to abandon all the amazing memories you were hoping to make with them. Like, oh, okay, I guess all the plans, or at least like vaguely talked about discussions about, like, oh, maybe I would accompany him one day camping in Chucky or going to Lake Tahoe with him. That will never fucking happen. Okay, that hurts. Oh, I guess I'll never show him that block party, even though I bet he would have loved the music and the performances and the food and like just the way the city lights up. But I guess he will just have to miss out. You have to really get in the mindset of he misses out, I'm not missing out. Because I can still go to the block party and have a fucking blast. Even like I still can. I can get dolled up. I can hit up someone and be like, "Hey, let's hang out in this area. Let's get some good ass funnel cake. Let's go to the drum circle. Let's check out this museum. Let's go crazy." It's the craziest night that happens in my city. And if he wants to miss out on that because he wants to be a lame ass bitch that just stays at home in his hometown, just fucking listening to podcasts and drinking tea and ignoring me, then alright, then I guess that can be granted to him. I'm a ball out and have fun regardless. I'll sulk about it. I'll sulk about it. I will sulk about it a tiny bit, but I'll live. Like, hell, I was thinking to myself, because, like, it does suck a little bit, because if me and Mitchell were still in contact, it would have been like, ooh, me and him are going to go to First Fridays, the Black Festival together, and oh, then a week could pass, and then we could go to this huge variety show I like that has, like, ooh, they have, like, burlesque dancers, and pyrotechnics, and rap battles, and dirty haikus, and all these amazing performances. He would love that, but guess what? I can't take him because he's not around and he will never be around again, at least allegedly. So, what's there to fucking do? And then it's like, that would have been nice. And then next thing you know, it would have segued into Valentine's Day weekend. And trust me, I was daydreaming in January. Like, me and Mitchell did have that week where we got back in contact, and it did make me feel elated. And I just kind of thought to myself, it would be nice if we secretly did, like, get back on good terms. Even if not inherently romantic, just for the sake of friendship. I thought I would love to spend Valentine's Day with this guy. I would love, because I thought to myself, ooh, I want him to experience a Korean body scrub with me. We could get a Groupon and go to this one really nice spa and sit in the sauna, and we can come out the other side feeling refreshed. Or we can go to the fancier ones in the city, and we can enjoy like the whirlpool and the really nice deep tissue massage and the experience of ladies rubbing lemon salt all over your body before splashing you with hot water, and somehow at the end of all that bullshit you feel relaxed and reborn. I want him to feel that way with me. And I thought to myself, maybe he would be so comfortable and at ease with me that we would be able to go to a hotel room and he would feel at ease and safe and not anxious, and his dick would work this time if we tried to have sex. Or, oh, we could go to this nice big comedy spot, like a guaranteed good hitter comedy show. Or if not that, then it's like, And it sucks because it's like sometimes I'll be scrolling on Instagram and a food influencer page will post this amazing rose garden or this unique like cooking class or baking class or interactive experience or high-end restaurant that somehow also is very affordable. And I would think to myself, man, I wish I could take Mitchell there. But I've slowly started shifting into the mindset of fuck that nigga, he's the one missing out. I'm not missing out on shit. I am missing out on a narcissistic fucking man child who has no accountability skills, no real backbone, no maturity, and he's stupid as fuck. Also, he's blonde, and something about that I really don't like. Someone once said, if you are blonde above the age of 19, you need to grow the fuck up. And I hate to break to you, I kind of agree. I don't know. It's just, whenever I meet someone who's, it's like, you look weird. Why do you look that way? That's so unrelated. I just had to say that. I'm sorry. If you're watching this and you're blonde, you're still loved, but Jesus. Whew, blonde eyelashes scare me. But they also kind of turn me on. What can I say? And then he gets to, if he wants to spend Valentine's Day at home drinking fucking English breakfast tea with a little bit of milk and a little bit of honey, just like he likes it. And he wants to sit at home twiddling his thumb, listening to podcasts, reading a book, going on a hike, doing Mai Tai, and not thinking about me whatsoever. It's okay, because he gets to miss out. Someone like me always has options, and at least that's the best part of it. He's not the only man in the world who can look good and have a good job and have fun conversations with me. Not at all. And there's tons of other people I can go to nice places with. I will admit though, I am a little sad. It would have been nice to have gone with him. I would have loved that. You think I wouldn't have? It would have been lovely. I would have loved to see him try out new foods. I would have loved to explore Fisherman's Wharf with him and get on the Ferris wheel. I would have loved to have gone paddle boating. I would have loved to have spent another nice night at a hotel, fucking like animals, slurping each other up, and then waking up nice and early when the sun has risen, because I know he wakes up early, and then taking a fucking bus to Golden Gate Park so that we can explore like the Japanese tea garden and get a free tea tasting, or so we can check out the botanical gardens, or so that we can check out the Conservatory of Flowers. And I would have loved to have sat at a rose garden with him and had a picnic. I would have loved to have shown him my hometown. I would have loved to explore his. I would have loved to have gone camping with him. I would have loved to do a million things with Mitchell. Not even just not like I wouldn't have even needed romance or sex as a requirement, just for the sake of having him as a friend. Because I know, you probably are thinking to me, oh, you're fucking stupid. He has shown you time and again that he's not a friend. He's not someone to trust. He's not a good person, and he's evil. And he will hurt you at the fucking first chance he gets. But let me say it like this. He did a lot for me when not a lot of other people would. I still care. Just a little bit. But on the bright side, I'm caring less. I'm at the stage where it's like, let him miss out. Even if he did decide, you know what, I'm gonna find someone new. Just like how he found me to fill in the void for Christmas. And he went online on Reddit and he looked for some new girl to like try to stuff with his dick or love bomb and hurt. Frankly, at least it wouldn't be me. But I would hate that for another girl so much. And I would hate that for him. Because it would prove that he's just like a self-defeatist and stupid. The type of man who complains that he's never going to find his wife, but he's specifically looking for only sex-based encounters. And then he has his weird, like, cognitive dissonance and Madonna whore complex and intimacy and attachment issues and commitment issues, but abandonment issues. It's like he's got a lot going on. I'll just say it. I don't want to say the R word, but he is a little fucking retarded. It's like, because I can picture him doing the same thing as before, being like, I feel alone, and like no one on this planet will ever understand me. I should fill that void with sex to get like faux intimacy. Oh, look, this chick who is a whore, or like is promiscuous, or openly enjoys sex, and who I like physically is also like emotionally endearing, and who I like. Wow, and she's filling that void for me. How much I like that. But now I'm gonna flee in the opposite direction because deep down I'm afraid that I'm not enough for her, or I'm afraid that she's gonna be the wrong choice for me because I have a fucked up bond with my parents and they showed me a fucked up version of love. And yeah, that's my Mitchell impression. Mitchell's a goddamn idiot. There's a million reasons why he does his dumb shit, but I'm just saying, it's kind of like the equivalent of someone saying, I don't know why my hand hurts all the time. I want my hand to stop hurting, but they keep flinging it in bear traps because they're, I don't know, they enjoy fucking flinging it into bear traps. It's stupid. Like, if you want a wife, stop purposely putting yourself in situations to fall in love with whores. And then if you fall in love with a whore, simply put, maybe she's not some awful, terrible bitch. Maybe it's like, oh, you mean to tell me I can respect women who happen to, like, not be 100% everything I have on my little checklist? Huh. And then you date the girl, naturally, and you see how it goes. But whatever, Mitchell's got a lot of things wrong with him, so let's just say I'm not missing out. And frankly, even if he did try to look for a rebound or a fling or any, I wouldn't. It's like it would just kind of show me that I did well. I moved out of the way so he can go fuck up someone else's life. It's kind of like the dynamic with me and Mitchell is like he's missing out on me in the sense of, okay, let's say he spent Valentine's Day doing fucking nothing and he was left alone and sad about it. He would have no one else to blame but himself, and he would be missing out on, oh, he doesn't get to experience the nice times where I'm all nicely fully shaven and oiled up with the shea butter and the nice perfumes. He will have to miss out on seeing how I look with my natural afro all glistening and shining in the sun. He's gonna have to miss out on like cuddling with me in this, and that. He will just have to miss out. Meanwhile, vice versa. I'm missing out on Mitchell in the same way that a person would miss out on being hit by a car. I'm stepping out of the way of direct danger. Because guarantee if Mitchell came back, he would probably just do the same cycle as before. Come back, love bomb the shit out of me, get scared of his own emotions and his own hypocrisy and his own retarded actions, and then he would flee, but also find a way to try to act like I was the dumbass for actually believing him when he said and showed explicitly how much he liked me. I am missing out on Mitchell in the same way that I am missing out on being shot like bullets. I'm dodging them left and right. Amen. Because if they got with me, if the bullets touched me, I would get fucking hurt. So let's just be glad that Mitchell's not around. And I do still have moments. I'll have moments where I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'll be like, damn, it's a shame that he doesn't, like, he won't be able to experience this. Like, I will take an everything shower and my skin will be so amazingly smooth. It'll be like, oh, it'll be like double, triple exfoliation followed by, like, a nice thick cocoa butter and shea butter combination, topped with a nice scented oil that smells like lilies and chocolates. And I would smell and feel magnificent. And you know what would fucking happen? I'd be looking at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, I am so awesome. And I'd get sad for a few seconds, like, it's a shame that Mitchell isn't here to experience this because he would love this. But then you know what I do? I snap out of it and say, heh, fuck that nigga, he's the one missing out. Let's just think of it this way. Haha, dumbass nigga gets to miss out on me being fine as fuck, and he won't get to experience all the good I get to bring. So if I hear a cool song that I love, cool. It gets to be my song and not his. If I see an amazing meme he would like, or a story he would like, or a movie he would love, it's like he gets to miss out. Why? Because sometimes you have to let people miss out. Because that's what they deserve. Like, for example, it ties back to, like, let's say someone harms you, okay? Then they deserve to miss out. And that kind of got me through, like, the roughness of this holiday season. Is that I kind of thought to, like, multiple things happened, of course. Or actually, maybe I have a better analogy. Hold on. Actually, let's use this analogy. You know how I said last year I spent Valentine's Day with Jared, my disgusting ex, whatever he was, and Morgan had to miss out on me. Well, this time of year now it's like, okay, whatever happens on Valentine's Day, I will still be happy because deep down I will know, hey, my ex Jared, who has never had any fucking luck with women, he's going to be missing out. So while he's gonna be miserable at home in his shitty fucking apartment, or maybe he'll even get lucky and find some dumbass bitch at a bar who is naive or something, guess what? I'm gonna, even if I were just at home doing nothing but drinking Mountain Dew and looking at lesbian porn all day, I would still be amazingly happy. And I would still be able to tell myself he is missing out on me. Like, he could have afforded, if he was a good, decent man, he could have afforded himself like a whole almost year anniversary of knowing me and being around me. He could have had another year of trying to give me back shots in a hotel room and us having like nice, wonderful memories. But you know what? No, he fucked up so hard that Valentine's Day is in 10 days. And he's probably just gonna be like, oh shit. Like, he's gonna remember, oh yeah, Tamia was the first person to ever give me a Valentine's Day gift. That showed how much she cared for me. She made me handmade fucking strawberry mandarin bourbon, and she made me a wonderful, thoughtful card that moved me to tears. And she got me amazing incense that made my whole house smell amazing. And she got me succulents, and she got me and my daughter gemstones because she knows how much we love geodes and more. There's more. And I did that for him because at the time I truly, truly was so grateful to know someone like him. But because he was not acting like a good man when he was with me, I had to leave. He can call it me abandoning him all he wants, but guess what, nigga? Back then, you were the one who left. I just said if you leave, you can't come back. He left, and by the time he tried to come back, guess what? He had to miss out. That's when he saw me online. It's like, cool, nigga, you fucked up. So instead of being able to spend 4th of July or First Fridays with me, I'm gonna be spending it with this sexy Colombian tech engineer who has fucking abs of steel and who's showing me like confidential fucking tech products before they've even released onto the market. And we're gonna be at Lake Tahoe for 4th of July watching the fireworks pop off and eating ice cream. Sometimes niggas have to miss out. They just deserve it. Like, yeah, and a bunch of Jared's crash outs later when it came to men I met after him that he heard about or from stalking me online, whether it was romantic or sexual, whatever, he would rage, but it's like, okay, yeah, nigga, yeah, you get to miss out because you treated me bad. You get to miss out on the experience of like being able to hook up with me when I was having my colorful wig, mini skirt, crop top, push-up bra era, and when I was making myself so fresh and so clean and sparklingly beautiful, and my skin was radiantly iridescent in the sun. Like, you were a bad boy, so you got to miss out on potentially spending like Christmas with me. And you know what happened instead? I spent it with Mitchell, and I had a wonderful fucking time, and that made me happy, and I'm grateful that I got to meet Mitchell. And just sometimes you have to let people miss out and just be happy that you get to either experience some things alone or experience some things with someone new who's a lot better for you. So about Mitchell, it's like I would have loved it. Trust me, I would have loved it. I would have loved to have spent motherfucking Valentine's Day with him. I would have made him a little gift basket, even though I know that it's not always encouraged to fucking give gifts for men. I would have been like, I know what he wants. I'm gonna try my best to get it, even though I'm broke as shit. I would have been like, I'm gonna get him a succulent and some cigarettes and another succulent, and I'm also gonna get him da 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 and a honey pack so his dick can work, and all that shit. I'm half kidding, but still. Either way, just mm, it's just tragic. But I guess the blessing is there's a lot more people out there. He's not the only fish in the sea, and plenty of other people want to be with me. So I can just simply tell anyone else, like, hi, I want you to take me to this fancy restaurant, and I want you to go to this spa with me, and I want to have such an amazingly exquisite time with you and only you. And then because of that, I get to have a nice bond with someone new. And Mitchell can miss out. I'll give him what he wants, and if he wants to be far away from me, that can be the Valentine's Day gift, if that's what he truly wants. And whether he's stuffing another hole, I'm not really gonna. It's like, he's kind of a disgusting, vile man. I'm not missing out. And then if he stayed home and just like wanted to sulk and act like a victim, like, oh no, I'm alone again for the holiday season, then you know what? I'm not so spiteful that I would laugh. It actually would make me sad to picture that. It's like, oh, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't feel too bad because if he had any actual maturity in his system, in any single way, shape, or form, then he'd be around. And that's not the case. So he gets to miss out. And instead of me being sad because it's like, oh no, guess he won't see me in this pair of heels or this red dress or with my natural hair out, even though he loved it so much. And even, like, it's okay, because guess what? Someone else will. And I can find someone who's probably going to be 10 times better. I'll get luxurious and beautiful and godlike for them, and I will feel amazing for them. I will focus on them, I will cherish them, and I will make it special. And then, even if I were by myself, I would still be happy because it's like, you know what? I get to just be at home, like with a nice bottle of fucking Martinelli sparkling cider, just like enjoying how nice my skin feels and how beautiful I look in my reflection, listening to all my favorite music that Mitchell will never fucking hear, watching amazing movies that and listening to and reading cool comic books and playing cool games that he will never fucking try. And he will have to stay in his little stupid little bubble, never trying anything new, because sometimes people just have to miss out, and that's okay. In fact, here's a name I haven't mentioned for a while. Those who have been here for a while know about how it was like for me with a guy named Juan Carlos for years. I knew him in high school. I was his first time. We fucked off and on for years, like a weird frenemies with benefits situation. But simply put, over the years, let's just say, I've had to let him miss out because he wouldn't want to do anything. Either because he didn't value me in his eyes, or because he just didn't see value in life entirely, but also was too pussy to change anything. So years would go on by, and I would have like a million different experiences, and he lived through me vicariously. But no matter how many times I invited him out or said, "Here, try this, do that. Here's a free event. Come by anytime. We'd love to have you. You can make friends. You can move out. You can do this," he would say no. And you want to know what's happened? I'll put it to you like this: he has had an actually worse quality life than he had when I first met him, because he refuses to change or try something new or find value in my life or his own. And then he got jealous hearing about like all these amazing trips I've had, all the cool gifts I've got, all the cool stories and experiences and unique encounters I'd have. And it's like, I hate to break it to you, if you're sad because I'm having this amazing, awesome life that you're not a part of, it was your choice to not be a part of it. So you get to miss out. It's one of the sad realities of life that also is a little bit amusing to an extent. It's like, cool, you thought there was going to be nothing of value in my life to give to you or to take part in. And then now, now that you know it's so lit, suddenly you want to get back. No, you can't. You have to stay the fuck gone and you have to miss out. Because when niggas don't value you, you just have to see your own value and be like, okay, his loss. There's a quote I like to say. Let me see if I fully remember it. I think the quote I've heard and I like to say, I think I made it up myself, is you can help the sick, you can help the needy, and you can help the poor. But no matter what, you can't cure the blind. And what that means is if someone's really fucking blind to your value, then like there's nothing you can do to wake them up to that fact. There's just literally nothing. They're just fucking brain dead. Like, trust me, I have a buddy of mine, and let's just say we've had to end our friendship many times because only when I left did he realize, oh shit, she was the only person I could talk to in this way. She was the only person who let me like fully be myself. I could cry in front of her. She was my confidant. And now I'm just surrounded by all these dumb assholes who don't give a shit about me unless I'm giving them like a spot on a showcase. And then he'd temporarily go back to therapy and AA and apologize and come back and then quickly fall off again. So, yeah. And recently, with that specific friend, simply put, I told him, I was like, hey, I know some spots where you can like do open mics and showcases if you want me to tell you. And then I would tell him, and he wouldn't ever make the effort to try to like make anything there. And then he would complain like, everyone's shutting me out, there's no opportunities for me ever. And I would have to explain, yes there are, I keep giving them to you and you keep ignoring them. So you know what I'm doing? I'm just like, okay, let me keep my spots to myself and just start making my own open mics and showcases then, because fuck this nigga. Tired of dumbass people, you know. Anyway, take care. But yeah, moral of the story, if someone can't see your value, at least see it for yourself and fucking leave. And I know it hurts like hell, but the beauty of the situation is you will leave and you will find better. It always gets better. Even when it's hard, it always gets better. So I like to think that one day Mitchell will be like, oh, I was able to talk to Timothy in a way that I wasn't able to anyone in ages. And I don't know, maybe I was special to him, maybe I wasn't. It doesn't fucking matter anymore. But it would make me a little happy on the inside to at least picture like, hey, I was able to give him certain things that now he can't have access to. So if he's alone and he's sad and he's crying, I'm not going to be around. If he feels miserable and depressed, I'm not going to be around. There's just a lot of, it's just like, cool, you have proven that you are not capable of being reciprocal to me and treating me like I'm a lovely, valued person, so you get nothing. Good day, sir. And that's it. So sometimes I'll make art or write for my story or find out something really, really cool, like a cool shop or start a new project or anything, and I'll feel sad because it's like I want to talk to him about it. I want him to know about it. I want him to try this. But you know what? The fun and sad thing is that you truly just have to go. I'm not the one missing out because I have all this beautiful stuff and these amazing opportunities, and they're still provided to me, and he will never know about them. And he will never feel the sweetness of my love and my affections again. He will miss out because of his foolishness, and I just get to drown in my own self love and flourish and thrive. And I get to hoard it all to myself and not spread it thin for someone who wouldn't even appreciate it or who wouldn't even notice its value until it was gone. It's kind of like the emotional equivalent of if someone said, fuck you, Timidity, you're not that cool. And then they leave, and then you strike the lottery or something and hit it big. Now they want to come back, and now they want to be like, hey, hey. It's like, nah, nigga. So it's kind of like that. It's like, no, now that Valentine's Day is coming around, suddenly you're like, ooh, to me is great. No, I was great a few weeks ago. You should have not, like, nah, fuck you. Go back to fucking off where you were for the past few weeks. Or if you're sad and you realize my value, cool. Well, you should have realized my value when you were fucking happy as well, you dumbass bitch. Or hey, if you thought I was so cool but you still left, so you can't just come back when you decide, oh, you know what, it's convenient for me now, and even though I've destroyed me emotionally, I'm gonna come back and try to chase after her and get her hopes up again. It's like, no, fuck you. I'm gonna go to the variety shows and the cool events and have an amazing fun social life, and you will rot in your fucking shitty ass town where you don't have any friends, drinking tea all the fucking time and being miserable, and I will have a nice, active, socialite level, Great Gatsby type life. And you will be miserable in a hut somewhere, listening to podcasts and drinking tea. And you'll crave excitement, and you will know that you had it at some point, but you let it slip through your fingers right before it got even better. And you could have had an amazingly better life if you stuck around, but it's okay, because you'll just have to miss out. Peace out.